The Assassin is the best class for deleting people. Most players don't survive that first combo, and the smart ones switch to Assassin after seeing it. What's up guys, it's Dan Man. Hey, I want to let you guys know I put together a community Discord, so even if you're not in Asgard 09, come join, hang out. We do a bunch of deep dives all about the game. Everyone is welcome. We do have a couple really cool features. I ended up grabbing Meeseek's Premium, but the one main thing I'm really excited about is we added the translator bot, so you can talk in your language and the chats will automatically transfer and translate. They're all connected. If you don't see your language here, just let me know. I'm looking into adding some more channels and any other features you guys want to talk about. Just let me know, I can look into adding them. Come have some fun, you guys. In this video, we're taking a deep look into everything about the Assassin class. Every single skill, all the passives. I'm gonna give you the best PvE build and the best PvP build. We're gonna go over the best stats that you need to focus on, and I'm gonna tell you the truth about what makes this class disgustingly strong. Watch to the end because there's a combo in here that will literally make your enemies uninstall. All right, so first we're gonna do a full breakdown of all the Assassin's skills. The Assassin has a unique mechanic where the skills use what's known as seals. Some of the skills generate seals, while others consume them. So I'll do my best to cover the best combos and explain just how everything works. And take note that later in the video, I'll go over exactly which skills you want to use for both PvP and PvE and give you an insight into rotations. So here we go, first skill, Fortified Shot. It's a basic dagger strike. Its damage is decent, its cooldown is very short, but it's an early game filler. It barely scales. This will be replaced later by seal generating skills. And then we have Evasion Focus. This gives you 5% dodge for 72 seconds, and this skill is critical for PvP and PvE burst rotations because of its second skill in the chain, Ready for Battle. This skill generates one seal, and additionally it adds a 15% melee damage boost. This is a huge core self buff. Now for the last of your white skills, you have Push Off. This is not a very good skill. Honestly, I would say it's the worst skill that the Assassin has, as its damage is lower than Fortified Shot. Its cooldown is also slightly higher. However, this could be used in positioning for PvP. It's just very situational. Strikes with a dagger and pushes the target back. Now next up we have Flash Strike. This skill is going to be your prime initiator. It stabs the enemy from a ranged distance, and if you crit, it will silence the target. Now this skill does apply a seal, but the second skill in the chain link consumes a seal. So pro tip, I would not use the second skill in the chain. Now next up we have Seal Imprint. This will be your main seal generator. The first skill in the chain, a single hit generates one seal, and its damage is pretty high. And the second skill in the chain, Double Imprint, hits some rapid dagger strikes and gives you 2 seals. Again, it's your main seal generator, which you'll be using in between other big cooldowns to keep momentum. All right, now this next skill, Seal Blast. This is gonna be your core skill for your early game combination. This skill uses 3 seals, does a massive AoE burst, and then stuns the enemy, 400% damage. This is gonna be your main finisher or part of a burst chain. So this is how you wanna go about setting this up. Start off with the Flash Strike, where you'll be able to stab from ranged and potentially silence the target, generating 1 seal. Then you want to follow that up with Seal Imprint and Double Imprint, giving you enough seals to use Seal Blast. It's a very straightforward combo, very clean, very efficient, very effective. Now the Assassin only has 1 blue skill, and it's a conditional reactive skill, Sneak Attack. This can be activated after you dodge, where it will then strike back at the target. This generates 1 seal, slows the enemy, and hits for 300% damage. This is only on a 10-second cooldown. This is a core PvP punishment tool. Focus on increasing your dodge stat to benefit most from this skill. So onto your purple skills. First one up that you see is Stealth. You use 1 seal to go stealth, and it increases your movement speed. Your basic attack will cancel the stealth, and it will slow the enemy. This is excellent in PvP to reposition yourself or set up your skill combos. You can use this for initiation, escape, or chase. Now this next skill is Godlike. Spot Weakness. To use this skill, the enemy has to be under 30% HP, but it deals a massive 420% damage. And if that doesn't kill off the target, it has a 30% chance to stun. Now here's the important note here. This skill is on a 10-second cooldown. So late game, when you've stacked cooldown reduction, you'll be able to spam this. You'll see the Assassins just clearing house in PvP. Broken. Now this next skill is only valuable in certain combos. Blinding attack. The target must be stunned to use this skill. It does generate one seal and it blinds the target. Just take note that this has synergy with Seal Blast and Spot Weakness. Now your final purple skill, Dagger Throw. This does generate a seal, but the skill is a soft CC tool. Deals a solid fair 300% damage, 100% chance to inflict a slow with a chance to bind. Phantom Dance. This is your late game nuke. This consumes all your seals, deals a massive 550% damage, plus an additional 50% for every seal consumed. Massive nuke. Additionally, it's gonna heal you back 20% of all the damage that you dealt. Fantastic for sustain. Just take note that this is on a 50-second cooldown, so you want to use this skill when it counts. Now your last skill, Shadow Copy. This is going to use 2 seals to summon a clone of yourself. Your clone's gonna deal 30% of your damage. Now for 15 seconds while this is active, for every seal that you generate, you'll gain an additional seal. Also, this skill has a chance to apply a damage over time and reduce the enemy's crit resistance by 30%. This is a massive, sustained DPS booster. You want to use this right before a burst window for optimal value. Alright, so moving on to the passives. We get +2 dodge, +2 crit chance, increasing all your damage against slowed and stunned enemies. Just these 3 so far have amazing synergy with sneak attack, dagger throw, and stealth. These passives should be your early game focus. And with this next one, the more seals you have, the more damage you deal. This encourages more seal stacking before big combos. Then your first purple passive, you're gonna pick up melee accuracy, which is huge, followed by critical strike damage, which is huge, followed by sinister strike, which is completely broken. After killing a player, you have a 50% chance to reduce your cooldowns by 3 seconds. And as an assassin, that is massive. And then lastly, for your gold passive, you have critical recovery. This one gives you massive sustain. Every time you crit, you're gonna heal. Pump up that crit. It's just like investing into HP or having a new source of HP pots. All right, now that we've broken down all of the skills and passives in the Assassin's Kit, let's talk about builds. PvE and PvP. What works, why it works, and how to rotate your skills like a murder machine. So first off, the PvE build, bossing and farming. You want sustained DPS, survivability, and seal uptime. You're gonna want evasion focus for the self buff. Seal imprint, your main DPS, and seal generator, shadow copy for extra DPS, and bleed over time. Phantom dance for the high burst and self-healing. Sneak attack, remember pump up that dodge stat, where this punishes missed enemy attacks. And dagger throw, giving you some more ranged utility. Now, as I've given them to you, this is the order you want to use in your rotation. Follow this, and you will have mastered the seals. Now let's jump right into the PvP build, where the keywords here are burst, control, and deletion. PvP is about exploding people before they knew what hit them. The assassin's job is simple. Engage from range, silence, stun, and erase. Here's the PvP rotation that makes people quit. Start with Flash Strike from ranged. This silences and grants you a seal. Then chain into Seal Imprint twice to get more seals. Now this is your time to shine. You drop Seal Blast. Major damage and you get a stun. Now if the target is less than 30% HP, immediately use Spot Weakness for the finish. If they survive, activate Stealth and reposition. And for the last piece of this combo, Sneak Attack, for if you successfully dodge in close range. Just keep this in mind. In PvP, your job is to make sure they don't get to play. Between silence, stun, slow, and bind, you're not just an assassin, you're the loading screen. Now, your stats are like your seasoning. If you add the right mix, you're spicy. If you add the wrong ones, you're dead. For assassin, you need 3 things. Crit rate, more damage, and more healing, because one of your passives literally lets you heal off crits. So yeah, go full stabby vampire. The second thing you need is attack speed. More hits means more seals, means more combos, which means more death. You're a blender with legs, make it spin. Now the last major stat to note is cooldown reduction. No downtime means no survivors. The less you wait, the more you delete. Additionally, for defensive stats, you should be looking to up your dodge and your HP, but you definitely don't need to prioritize them over DPS. So here's the recap. Seal management, execution, dodging death while dealing it. The assassin isn't just a class, it's a weapon. Learn it, master it, and you'll solo bosses, win PvP duels, and laugh while doing it. That's all I got for you guys. If you aren't playing Odin yet, you can download the game from the link that I got in the description of this video. You should definitely come play. You'll find me on server 9. Do me a favor, throw this video a like and subscribe if you guys aren't already so you can stay tuned for all my future videos. I appreciate you all. Stay blessed. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you on the next one.